right. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Live Out Loud Podcast. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
I gave you plenty of time to eat before the show, brother.
I just finished the pizza. It was my last bite.
That was your last bite.
That was my last bite.
Okay, wash it down with some coffee. Let's wash it down. Swirl it around a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's good to be back here and Live Out Loud. Lynn's out there already. How you doing? And Herman's there. He's saying, "Are you choking?"
No.
You got to give the universal choking.
How long it would take you to care whether or not
Well, what am I going to do? I can't do the Heimlich maneuver from here.
No, you can't. You can watch me die.
Hillary is with us.
Wow.
My daughter.
People. Oh, Hillary. Hi.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, Herman said, not funny, Gary. The fake choking.
Sorry, Herman. Hope I didn't.
Lynn said, stop that. Tim Roberto, my man Tim Roberto's with us. And good to see you. Yes, Hillary says, that's me. That's my daughter up in Connecticut. Connecticut. Yes. It's a different time zone up there. It's cold. Karen Hurley is with us.
Karen Hurley.
Karen, are you okay,
yeah,
Gary?
Okay.
You can.
Okay.
We're going to start each show with Gary being in dire distress of death. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have you choking on something one week, and next week we're going to have you hanging yourself. We got to build an audience, brother.
Alice Cooper did that every week, and
D Olson sent you a PM on messages. Sent you a message. Just so you know.
Wow. I hope.
Okay. Hillary said 58 degrees up in Connecticut right now, and she's ready to go to the beach. When you live up north, 58 degrees is beach weather.
Beach weather.
Beach weather. When you live down here like us, 58 degrees is where's the parka?
Freezing.
Mom sends out hi guys. So mom is with us. A lot of people with us. All right, people. Gary, first of all, 2 weeks since we've done our last show. We do every 2 weeks. We're hoping to get on a weekly schedule, people, but that's happening. Maybe this summer we'll get around to doing that. But Gary, how was your weeks, buddy? You been doing any band gigs or anything?
Yeah, we did the South City Brothers. That's a Doobie Brothers tribute.
Doobie Brothers.
No,
all
it's
right.
Lake Worth Playhouse.
All right.
And of course, Wednesday night is Beatle night.
Beatle night. Still doing every Wednesday out at Galuppi's.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to continue on forever for now, right? I mean, at this point,
well, it's been going on for a while now.
Is that kind of your night to just be like, I'm serious about playing music and having fun, but it's really kind of a cut loose night, and you get to just like, it's part of the entertainment is your interaction with the audience and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's just you and Tom and John just having fun and no rules. You guys decide what you're going to play. It's not like you go out there with like we're going to play these songs. You just kind of go out there and say, what's next? And
what do you want to hear? What do you want to hear? That's what we say. We say, what do you want to hear?
Herman says, Hard Day's Night.
Okay. We'll play it Wednesday. We'll be there.
That'll be your starting song, Hard Day's Night. Have you been stumped yet? One of the things that you guys always say is try to stump us.
We always say try to stump us, and Tom says we have not been stumped, but that's not true.
See, I don't think it's fair to say that because people will request songs. You're like, well, we're not going to play that. So does that count as being stumped, or does that count as being like it's stupid and we're not doing it?
Brown Eyed Girl and Hotel California is not going to be played.
Hey, Ira. Ira's with us, and Yvonne is with us. Hi, Yvonne. Thank everybody, by the way. I've been getting a lot of good critiques on my new artwork and stuff. I appreciate that. So thank you for that.
It's very good.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun. I just did my I just finished my Mick Jagger, and Give everybody
Show
a
it.
little
Show it.
piece of there's Mick Jagger that I just completed the other night. And Gary, you can put your face there, but you ain't Mick Jagger, man. And I did before that, the week before, I did some Michael Jackson work, a little something a little different. And I had to do somebody different once in a while. I did a John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Yes. And
John
somebody,
Wayne.
a friend of mine, thought it was Willie Nelson.
Look at that. Wait, hold on. Ellen Rothstein is on also. How wonderful that is. I got two of my childhood friends on our podcast. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for joining us.
Ira said, "Song of a Sinner." Song of a Sinner.
What is Song of a Sinner? What is that?
I don't know. What does Song of a Sinner mean?
Ira and Ellen are having their own little conversation.
Oh, okay. David, hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. All right, everybody saying hi. That's good. Gary, one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight. Oh, well, first of all,
could it be the reason? Could it be the reason that we're on to stop people from using drugs and alcohol?
That would be the hope.
That was the segue.
That would be the hope. By the way, Ira said top drawer. Sorry, Ira, that's where I keep my underwear. All right, the top drawer. No, by the way, does anybody put underwear anywhere other than the top drawer?
No.
Isn't the top drawer like half?
The small top drawer, you're right.
It has to be underwear.
That's the underwear, men and female.
If you ever meet somebody who puts their like underwear in the bottom drawer, run, because they're psychopaths. Right?
No,
that's a sign. That's a sign of a serial killer right there.
And it's just that they bend down when they go to open the drawer.
Yeah, and you're not wearing anything anyway. So that whole bend down thing, not a good look on anybody. I'm sorry. It's just not.
No, it makes you look like an ass.
It's
Thank you.
That was
Thank
good.
You.
That was good. Thank you very much. I'm here.
I just got an LOL right there. Okay. Perfect timing. Underwear and socks. Ellen agrees.
Underwear and socks. Exactly. What I need separate drawers. I can't have my underwear and socks in the same drawer. I don't want my boys hanging out where I keep my feet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got to have separate space.
I don't know. It's a little OCD.
It's It's a little OCD and OMG, a little OMG too.
OMG.
All right.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It wasn't.
No, you didn't interrupt at all. Actually, you were making a good point that the reason we do Live Out Loud, and it's brought to you by our ATC, which is Addiction Training Center. The reason we do it is because there is a horrible thing going on out there with addictions and alcoholism and mental health, and people need help. People need help desperately. Gary and I both work in the business. We work with people. We've been through our own issues and struggles in our lives, and we've seen a lot of friends fall by the wayside. It's time for us to stop this. We can no longer just let this keep going in a cycle. Everybody needs to be involved. We need to help people. Fentanyl is killing people at an astronomical rate. And I know it's not, listen, we can stop the fentanyl and something else will come along next, right, Gary? Every time we get rid of something, they create something even worse, don't they?
Yeah, like COVID.
Yeah, like COVID. Yeah, we couldn't stop COVID. We had nothing for that one. But if you want to get involved and help people, then give us a shout. Call Karen Hurley, business partner at Addiction Training Center, co-founder. One of the most brilliant women on the planet, people, not even women, one of the most brilliant people on the planet. Does nothing but care about people.
The nicest person who cares about anybody. I mean, mostly she talks to strangers.
Yeah.
On the phone as if they were her best friend.
Absolutely. And it gives them hope.
Get that help.
Gives them hope and help. So if you or somebody you know has a problem, call 786-514-0893. Talk to Karen. But more importantly, if you want to be a part of the solution, and if you are not part of the solution, you are part of the problem, because the reason drugs have taken over our world is because apathy. Don't be a part of the problem of being apathetic. Get involved. Learn about addiction. Become an interventionist. Find other ways to get involved. Support our first responders. We've got so many things going on. Go to atceducation.com. Or you can reach out to Gary and I on Facebook pages, and we'll get in touch with you. But if you definitely need help, then give Karen a call. Gary, it's a serious thing, right? I mean, we joke around and everything, but this is life and death, and we see it every day, don't we?
But yeah, but that's what we do here. We like to show you that you can have fun being clean, being sober. You can have fun. There are so many different levels of excitement, of joy, of happiness, and you can have that without the use of any kind of substance.
Absolutely. 786-514-0893 or go to atceducation.com and get some more information about how you can get involved and help. We got a lot of people making comments here. I did not mean to start anything on this sock and underwear drawer thing.
Oh, you did. You did. But
Warren the groomer says, "Hey, Gary, it's Donnie Weissman. How are you?"
Yeah, Donnie Weissman is another school friend. And as
how
a matter
many
of fact,
friends did you have when you were a kid?
3. No, I had a bar mitzvah. I invited them all. No, but Donnie, Ira gave me your number. I will call you. It's been just a crazy couple of weeks. Different gigs that I've been rehearsing for and playing for. And Edie says that she has a white chip. Did that come from a tooth?
No. Edie, well done. Well done. That's a personal thing. Edie, if you want to share what that means, you may. But other than that, it means she's beginning a journey that I'm very proud of for her. So definitely so happy for you. But it's not it's not for Gary and I to share exactly what that means. If you want to let people know what it means, it is entirely up to you. But I am very proud of you. That's fantastic. Yvonne says she does the same thing, separate drawers for socks and underwear. You have to do that.
Well, that depends on how many drawers you have, you know?
Yeah. Well, you got to have enough. Alice and my socks are clean.
Ellen is one of those women who just always be beautiful, right? And there would probably be guys that would auction for her socks.
Oh my God. That is just, I went to the doctor. He couldn't do anything about my foot fetish, but he gave me something for my athlete's tongue. What is that wrong?
There it is. Is that wrong?
Is that wrong? Tim Roberto giving Karen a shout out for all what we were just talking about. And so is Lynn. Everybody who knows Karen knows that's the truth about her. She'll help everybody.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see. Warren says still in touch with Ira.
It's really dark.
Great podcast. Yeah, of course it's a great podcast. All we're doing is talking about Gary's old school friends. Your people love it.
Better than the school enemies.
There we go. All right. So anyway,
I'm getting the last of the pizza out of my teeth. Okay.
Yeah, get the pizza out of your teeth.
So what do we got today?
You know, one of the things I want to talk about today is, are we crazy or is everybody crazy? You know, sometimes you look around and you see things and it's like, is it just me or is the whole world just wacky? The whole world is crazy. You know, because I do stuff and then I look around, I'm like, nobody else does this. But then I realize everybody else does. Like, do you ever go to the store to buy like one thing, but then you feel weird buying one thing? So you just buy a couple of extra things so it doesn't look weird just buying one thing?
No, that's just you.
That's just me?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, come on. Other people got to do that.
No, nobody else does that.
Okay. All right.
That's the survey.
Edie says, your art is amazing. I have a friend who wants Mick. Okay. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Edie, we'll talk about it. I'll give you a shot. We'll message each other and start talking. Now, I love your work too, Edie. You know I do. So
I have a guitar strap by Edie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Great.
Lynn says everybody's wacky. Hillary says she's the same way. I don't like going into the store to buy one thing. I feel like I have to buy more because it's like, it's cheesy going and buy one thing. I don't know why.
You just don't want to stand online with just one thing.
I know.
If you're going to stand online, you might as well get a couple of things.
All right.
Is that right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Edie's saying it is 12 steps. So, Edie, welcome to the club, the Clean and Sober Club. Thank you so much. We're very, very proud of you. That's excellent.
But I've never seen Edie out of hand. You know, I've never seen her, you know.
Well, that's the thing, Gary. We don't know how personally it affects people.
Yeah. And I appreciate the fact that she's trusting us to tell us this. And I love Edie. She's just great.
Oh,
And so is
Edie,
David.
you're
Is
the
David,
best.
is David there too? Because I didn't see his name pop up.
Nope. No, David's here. David's here too.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, Lynn says she feels like that when she goes into the gas station to buy something. She has to buy more than one thing.
Why? What
Sure.
runs through your mind? The cashier's not going to like you?
I don't know why. It's just a thing. It's a thing. It's like you go in and you just buy one little thing. I don't know. It's just something.
Give me something else here.
All right. Do you ever pick up stuff with your feet even though you don't have to, just because you can?
What's that? What?
Pick up stuff with your feet.
Oh,
Like it's almost like, oh yeah, like a sock on the floor. I could pick it up, but I got to pick it up with my toes and see if I could actually throw it with my foot into the laundry basket. It's just
you haven't hit 60 yet.
why toes don't work anymore? What?
I've hit 60, and picking up something with my foot is not a joy; it's a necessity.
Oh, yeah, you're that close to getting one of those grabbers on a stick. You know, those little grabber things that people
right.
get?
One of those.
When Gary's walking around with one of those, he's like, "You son of a bitch!"
Hey, listen, hold on before you go on. Ellen says she lost her sister to drugs.
Yeah, I just
and
saw
her
that.
sister was wonderful, also Franny, and I'm just finding out about that, and I'm so sorry about that, Ellen. I really am.
Ellen, our hearts goes out.
Her whole
to you.
family was great. Ellen's whole family was great. Dad was really cool. Her mom was wonderful. It was a great family, and I'm so sorry about Fran.
Yes, and I was saying she was Ellen. She was such a great person that he misses her.
And because of drugs.
Yeah,
Folks, there are too many lives being lost from it.
too many.
You know,
too
somebody
many.
who is hooked on any kind of substance. Get him help. You're not being a street pigeon. You're not being wrong about it. You're not being somebody who is not to be trusted, because you're actually being trusted with their life.
And for those of you who have lost somebody, Ellen says, hate drugs. Yeah, I agree. I mean, but I don't want you to be filled with hate. I want you to be motivated to help someone else, and maybe take that loss and do something in their name to turn things around for somebody else. There's so many things we can do, but we've got to stop feeling like we're losing this battle. We got to start winning. And the only way to win is for all of us to come together.
Yeah, but, and I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. She's that kind of person that would go out there. And by the way, I hope your grandkids are great.
Thank you for showing up and sharing that with us. And I know that's tough. So picking up stuff with feet is something that everybody does. Mm-hmm. You do it, right?
Do I do it? Yeah, all the time. Because like I said, I'm over 60.
Before we came on the air, I saw him pick up his pizza with his feet. I saw it.
I ate it with my feet.
All right. How many people, when you go into a dark room, you kind of reach your hand in to turn on the light before your whole body gets in the room because you'd rather, you know what I mean? You just kind of do that creep around the corner with your hand. Even though, I mean, how many of us really do that? I do that all the time, and I'm thinking like, other people must do that too. Even if it's in my own house and I know the room, I never just walk into a dark room. I always kind of reach around and do go into a friend's house, to a guest, somebody's house, and using their bathroom. That's always the worst, when you reach around and you can't find a light switch. Now I got to enter this dark bathroom.
I'm sorry, buddy. I don't see the comment board lighting up.
No, nobody. It must just be me.
Nobody does that too. Yeah, hey.
Yeah, nobody does that kind of reach around light switch thing. Okay, all right, okay. I guess that's just me. All right. Here's a sign. I know we all do this. I know we're all crazy this way. For no reason whatsoever, just because we're standing there. If you end up in your kitchen for more than a minute standing there, you have to open and look in your fridge, even if you're not looking for food or you're not hungry. It's like you're drawn to open the fridge and look inside. Mm-hmm. Even if you did it 38 seconds ago,
even
if you end up back in there.
Exactly what's in there. Yeah, I just think something is going to grab my attention. I'll say, okay, I'll eat that. I didn't want to eat that 5 minutes ago, but I'll eat it now.
Yeah, Yeah. Just checking. I want to see if the lettuce wilted in the last 30 seconds or so. I have no idea why I do it. It's like you're drawn to it. And every time I do it, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Now I remember why my parents were always like, close the fridge door. And it's like, as an adult, I'm like, I can't believe how many times a day I open the fridge. I eat 3 times a day, 3 meals a day, but I open the fridge like 48 times. There's no reason.
Yeah, and then when you close the refrigerator, what do you do?
Look at Warren cheated.
You open up the freezer.
No, he's
like
got
there's going to be something in there.
Yeah. Then you go to the freezer. Like, really? What are you going to do? Suck on a meat pop or something? What is?
See-through fridge. Okay. Well, how many times a day do you look in it? Okay.
The fridges with the glass doors. Now we're just taking it to a whole nother level. And now there's fridges that will actually tell you when you're out of things. Did you see these electronics on some of these fridges?
Yeah.
They'll send you a text. They send you a text when you're low on milk.
Oh no, I've never seen that. I have seen refrigerators that you can look in the refrigerator when you're not at home. They have a camera in there, and you can see what stuff is in your refrigerator when you're not home. You go on.
So you're out to dinner. You got a couple of couples out to dinner. You got old friends. We're all out to dinner, and the one couple's looking in. They're like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, we're just checking. We got a baby monitor to check and make sure the babysitter's okay." "Why? What are you doing?" "Well, I'm just looking to see if I still have any cold cuts." How sad is that?
That's pretty sad.
You look after your baby. I'm checking on my salami. All right. All right. We are all crazy. Let me give you another one.
All right. Wait a minute. You just said another one. Paul Acavino is now on, and he is the 4th childhood friend that has joined us today.
All right. Paul says, when my son got his first apartment, I looked inside his refrigerator for 45 minutes just for shits and giggles. When your kids move out, the things we do to them to prove our point, right? Like just walk in and leave their door open while it's hot and all the air conditioning is going outside. Just leave it open.
We're having a PS21 reunion here.
I know.
Lincoln High School. PS21.
People are talking to each other. That's really nice. I'm glad. Not really.
Joining us. No.
That's fine.
That means Live Out Loud podcast is going to be there for our next reunion. We do a podcast there.
Absolutely. I'll DJ and do the podcast. At the same. I'll DJ, do the podcast, and you'll get up and sing a song. We'll do the whole thing.
The whole thing.
We'll do the whole thing. And I'll even do I have a striptease that I do. Actually, I just kind of put more clothes on. It seems to make people much happier. All right. Let me see. Oh, he says we really should have one, Gary. We really should have a reunion. He's saying Paul wants to do a reunion. All right. How many people out there have stood like at the doors for like a grocery store or a Walmart or something? The automatic glass doors. How many people have stood there and waved their hand like they're a Jedi when the door opens? How many people have done that where you just kind of like you move the door you move the door, you pretend you have magic powers to open the door. Even as an adult, every once in a while I have a Jedi moment. I walk towards the door and I have to wave my hand for the door to open. Just because it makes me
just feel hear the
Oh, you got to do the sound. The Star Trek door sound.
The Star Trek door sound.
They can fly warp 7, but they can't put a little WD-40 on those doors so they don't make that noise. I mean, come on. Yeah, Karen says, yep. Karen says, yep. All right. So,
okay. Now the other thing that you were talking about one time was the fact that people, when they use a flash drive, always goes in upside down first.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. I've noticed that a lot.
Absolutely. And it's never that it goes in upside down, then you flip it, and then it goes in. It won't go in. You flip it, it still won't go in. You flip it back, and now it magically goes in. It's like something weird. Edie Polly does the Jedi mind sweep with the garage door. David says all of us do that. And
Yeah, these are things
Gary
that
Wayne said
all of us do.
absolutely.
Oh, I said absolutely to the reunion that we really should have.
Oh, okay,
I
perfect.
haven't seen these people in a long time. I was supposed to be a comment just to Paul.
That didn't work out too well.
I guess it didn't. It didn't.
How about how many times have you pulled out your phone to check what time it is, look at your phone, put it back in your pocket, and realize you never looked at the time? You ever do that? I mean, you look
or
at
look
something,
at it
it's like,
again, just to make sure that it's that time.
I pull out my phone, I look at it, and then it's almost back in my pocket. Then I got to bring it back up and look at it because nothing I looked at registered. It was just like, it was like that moment. Something went blank. It was a brain fart or something. I don't know what it was. But we all do that. I see people do that. They always do a double take on their phone. It's like, what time is it? Oh, okay.
And they look again. Yep.
Yes, of course. Let's see.
They look at their watch. Just, you know. Now, let me ask you something. Why is this more comfortable than this? You know, people wear their watches upside down. They look at it that way.
I wear my watch this way.
This way. That's the way that I've always thought that you should wear a watch.
But some people wear it on the inside.
On the inside. Is that just to be different, or is that just to be ridiculous?
That's when the arthritis gets so bad you can't rotate the bone anymore to look, and you just no. I think the problem with wearing it on the inside, although it makes sense what you're saying, just to kind of like, oh, there it is right there, without, is because you're more likely to smash it against things if it's on the inside when you're doing things. It's a guess. I don't know. Paul's sharing something. He used to walk in front of the doors at the mall just to aggravate his wife while she looked at the same friggin' skirt for 40 minutes.
Oh, you are rolling today, buddy.
I'm telling you. The same friggin' skirt.
All right, what else you got for us?
All right. Okay. How many people go online and shop for $300 worth of stuff and then bitch and moan at the $7.99 shipping and handling? I see people do that all the time. It's like, I just bought all this shit on Amazon. I spent $300 and there's a $7 shipping charge, and they get upset about it. It's just, I'm just saying that we get weird about the wrong things. We get weird, like the price of gas. Everybody's upset about the price of gas, but they'll spend $5 on a thing of Red Bull this big. I mean, you know, come on.
That's pretty much gas right there, too.
How many people, when they write the word Wednesday, have to say in their head Wednesday?
You're looking at one right here.
That's all
You're
of us.
looking at one. I have to say Wednesday when I'm writing it or when I'm typing it, because I've never been good. I've never been good at school. My friends that are online right now could say that. I've never been good at school.
But when we say Wednesday, it's WENDS. You know, when we always put the N first, but the N is not first. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. What day was also the name of the daughter of the Addams family? Yeah,
that was
Wednesday. Yes.
No, it was Wednesday.
Wednesday
Addams.
You know, sometimes I think that we get it wrong so badly, and that everybody does. We just should change the spelling and be done with it, because nobody. I mean, Wednesday. Nobody says Wednesday.
Oh, you know something? The American language is so weird when it comes to that. Like, you have horse, which is HORSE, horse. Now, WORSE is not worse; it's worse. Why spell something that is the same as something? I mean, let's take something smaller, okay? DO, do. SO, is it Sue? No, it's so. The American language is odd. Very, very odd.
Scott Jonas is with us. He says, hello, is this live? Well, if it's not, then I'm a miracle worker because I'm talking to you right now. Scott, yes, it is live. All right, Gary, I'll get a little language test for you real quick. All right.
Okay.
I want you to sound out the words as I give it to you. TWE would be what?
TWE, twee.
Twee. TWI.
1, 2,
Twy.
4.
TWU.
TW.
U.
TWU would be two.
All right. TWO.
Two.
Ah, you got me. Most people, when you do that, they'll be like 12.
Say 12. Right, right.
It's not. It's 2. All right, never
And
mind.
I'm so surprised that I got that.
How many people? This is another crazy moment. How many people feel a huge amount of pressure trying to put their change away at the supermarket when there's a line behind them? Like they give you money back, and you want to put it back in your wallet and put the change in your pocket and do all that, but you're under so much pressure because there's a line of people behind you. You just start cramming things in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I like to have my bills lined up and in the right spot in my wallet, and I like to have this and that. But when I'm in line, I'm just like gathering stuff quickly so I can get out of people's way. Because I'm like, well, I'm scared of taking that extra moment because I don't want to be the one who's standing in line putting their money away neatly where everybody's saying, hurry up, hurry up.
Well, I had this big guy come up to me one time at a 7-Eleven. I'm kind of sorting out my money, putting the faces the right way and everything like that. And he just looked at me and said, hey, you do that shit outside. And then I scurried off to, let him, you can do that shit outside. He was in a hurry. And so I think that's a very valid.
I think all of us feel that pressure.
Yeah, I think that's very valid for you to scoop that money right up in there
but then there is the opposite of those people. Those are the people who have no reaction whatsoever to the fact that they're at a store and they're buying all this stuff. And as the stuff is being rung up, they spend no time preparing their wallet or digging through their purse for their money. They wait until the very end when everything's rung up, and they wait until somebody actually says to them, now you have to pay. Now you have to pay. And then they start looking, and they start digging everything out of their purse, and they're pulling out everything from, makeup and toothbrushes and tampons and whatever else might be in there, getting all the way to the bottom of the purse looking for money. And then it's not just that. Then they say, wait, I might have the exact change. And they start digging around in the bottom of their purse, kind of like I'm going through my sofa looking for change, right? It's like, I don't get, no. That's why I don't even use cash anymore. Do you even use cash?
And that's when your house is on fire and you're trying to buy a fire extinguisher. You're in a hurry. That's the point I was trying to make. You're in a hurry. Your house is on fire. You have a fire extinguisher. Please move the line going. And the reason that you stuff that change in your pocket and you do it real quickly is because you have been online and you have said, right?
Yeah.
You see,
we all get frustrated.
You, and then you say,
no, I don't mind people putting their money away because I can live with that, but not digging it out ahead of time, not having it, the wallet, the money, the credit card should be in your hand by the time they ring up the last item. Yeah. Unless you're actually bagging yourself, then I could show so little appreciation because you're doing part of their job and it's nice. But if you're just standing there and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I got to pay for this now. I mean, come on, you got to be.
You're moving the line along. That's
move along.
That's which is good. Hey, listen, folks, you're out there. Let's get some crazy things that people do out there.
All right. Tom says we have a mail lady delivering our mail. Okay. Well, I guess depends on how you write the mail part at the beginning.
Mail lady. Mail.
Yes.
Lady.
Okay. Well, if it was M-A-L-E lady, then that would be a different thing than an M-A-I-L lady.
But some people can be both.
It could be a male lady.
A male lady.
All right. Well, but we don't say male man. We don't need to distinguish. They are letter carriers now. I think that is now the politically correct thing. They are letter carriers.
Well, everything is very political nowadays.
Well, and I am.
Comedians. I
I'm
don't know how they do their trade.
Yeah.
Comedians.
Yeah.
They can't make fun of anybody. Bill Maher did this whole big thing about censorship and how just take a joke for what a joke is worth.
I know.
If it's coming out of a comedian's mouth, it's just a joke.
Yeah. If you're paying to see a comedian, their job is to make fun of people, and there really should not be any hurt feelings about that.
Right.
I mean, who was one of the greatest comedians ever?
Richard Pryor.
Okay, well, I could count him. I was thinking, but it's unfair for me. I got to give you insult. One of the most famous and the greatest.
Don Rickles, baby.
Don Rickles. Don
Rickles
made a
you talk insults, it's Don Rickles.
He made fun of African Americans. He made fun of Jewish people. He made fun of women. He made fun of men. He made fun of dogs. He made fun of everybody. It didn't matter what you were. He just made fun of it. But he always said, truth is, he was one of the kindest people in Hollywood, apparently. He was really kind to people. Yeah. He said, that's my shtick. That's my job. People laugh when you insult them, and that's what I do. It's got nothing personal. There's nothing behind it. But we've gone so far, we can't do it anymore.
Rodney Dangerfield. Now that's one of the funniest guys. What's even funnier is Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, that was his less successful brother. There was Rodney and Ridney. Ridney was the good-looking one who couldn't make jokes.
It's like driving down the Garden State Parkway and a toll every 25 to 30 miles, and the moron in front of you still can't find quarters
to throw in the basket.
Oh, yeah. Well, the ones that throw it in the basket miss the basket, and then they got to get out of their car and look for it instead of getting another quarter.
Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely. People who don't know how to do things on a turnpike. Take my wife, please. Henny Youngman.
People are coming up with the old time comedians. That's great. Henny Youngman was great. Henny Youngman was funny, man.
I think Henny Youngman was funny. I think my favorite of all time was Foster Brooks. Foster Brooks did the drunk guy.
Yeah.
He was always at all the roasts and stuff. I thought he was hilarious. Hilarious. We take things too serious.
But you take George Carlin. George Carlin, he took that extra leap. He grew his hair long. He let go of a sitcom because he wanted to be anti-establishment, and he grew his hair long and he grew the beard. He was great.
Absolutely. That's when he came out with the back in the day, the Hippy Dippy Weatherman. Remember that?
Yeah, man. Weatherman.
He was the messed up hippie before people ever heard of Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, he was great. The 7-day forecast is Monday, Tuesday, followed by Wednesday. A Thursday and Friday, and then we're going to end off the week with a Saturday. Hey.
My wife said she wanted to go on vacation someplace she's never been, so I said, try the kitchen.
That's Henny Youngman.
That sounds like Henny Youngman. That's it. Everybody loves George Carlin. He made fun of everybody. Yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, he made fun of everybody. He was like no holds barred. He made fun of the language we used. He made fun of the politicians. He made fun of everyday people.
Yeah.
He did a whole routine about somebody just taking the two really perfectly matched pieces of bread in the middle of the loaf. When you get a loaf of bread and you got the loaf, nobody wants the end pieces, but you'll reach in and get those two perfectly matched pieces in the middle of the loaf. And then you shove it back in there, say like, screw my family. They can eat the scraps. I want the good pieces.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. Talking about waking
Tom
up
said
in the morning.
Jack Benny was a cutie pie. Cutie. Okay.
Okay.
No judgment.
Is that one of his lines or something like that?
That must be something. I mean, I'd never thought of. There's another
Jackie
great one.
Jackie Mason. Yeah. Rick Vincent. He's talking about Jackie Mason. Or is he? Maybe he's not. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. He could be. Maybe, yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
Oh, thank you.
That's
Or
pretty good.
maybe not. Thank you. Maybe you're welcome. I don't know.
That's a-
Yes. Well, maybe. Welcome.
That's a great George Carlin. Um, George Carlin did a great refrigerant. Oh my God, these people are just throwing out these great
Joan
things.
Rivers, one of the best ever. Yep.
Talk about insults. Talk about insults. I love the time she was talking about Kim Kardashian, and she was like, if she gets any more plastic surgery, every time she sits down, her mouth will open. I mean, she was just so brutal.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Milton
Don't forget
Berle used to say that.
Seinfeld.
Frank Gorshin was great. Right, yeah, Thomas, you can't forget Seinfeld, man.
Wait a minute.
Incredible.
Frank Gorshin was a comedian?
Frank Gorshin was an impersonator.
I didn't know that. Now I know he was the Riddler. He was the Riddler on Batman.
He was great. He was great. Frank Gorshin did great voices.
I did not know that.
And he would also change his face to look a little bit like him.
Awesome.
Like
Awesome.
Jim Carrey. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Frank Gorshin.
Excellent. Great stuff, people. Great stuff.
Great stuff.
This is like, I love it when people just kind of take over and decide this is what we're going to talk about now. We're going in one direction. It's like, no, we like the comedian thing. Let's talk about our favorite comedians.
Well, look at it this way. You have John Cleese, Eric Idle. I'm mentioning Monty Python.
Go ahead.
Right?
Keep going. Keep going. Who else you got?
I'm drawing a
who's the other
blank,
guy?
but it's Monty Python, baby. Monty Python.
Okay. In this day, John
Real
Rickles would be
sensible.
shot. Yeah, I agree. If Don Rickles went on stage these days, people would like go crazy. They couldn't stand that kind of humor.
It kind of went full circle because Tom brought up Lenny Bruce, and Lenny Bruce was talked about free speech and got screwed for it.
Yeah.
And then it opened up where everybody can say whatever they want. And nowadays it's closing up again.
Agreed. Robin Williams mentioned, and Robin Williams, we know, suffered with mental health issues, and he made the world laugh while he was struggling on the inside. That's one of the reasons why we do shows like this, is to promote helping people who have these hidden issues with addiction and mental health. Lenny Bruce got arrested. Okay, yeah, you were talking about that just now. The Penguin on the telly.
The Penguin on the telly.
Okay.
All right, you got me there. Same with Freddie Prinze.
Dom DeLuise. Oh, I used to love Dom DeLuise.
Yeah.
Especially when he did movies with Burt Reynolds, like Gumball Rally and all those other ones. Those were great.
Oh, and you don't like Monty Python, but you like those. You are a sick man.
Jonathan Winters. I know you must love Jonathan Winters.
Oh, I love Jonathan Winters. Yeah. Yeah. He can make a joke. He can come up with something out of anything. He can break a tooth and he'd come out with it. He's great.
Freddie Prinze. Yeah, Freddie Prinze was also a funny guy. And everybody knows Freddie Prinze Jr., but Freddie Prinze was on Chico and the Man. And he was a very good, very funny Chicano comedian, and committed suicide.
He committed suicide. That's right.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
There's a guy with the rubber face who could change his expressions. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Monty Python, baby.
No, I think he's talking about Monty Hall, the great game show host. I don't think he meant Monty Python.
Yeah.
Scott, I'll correct that for you. You're talking about Monty Hall.
No, he's not. Burgess Meredith, the Penguin. Burgess Meredith is also Rocky's coach. Rocky's trainer.
Yeah. Rocky, you're a loser. I ain't no loser. Rocky, you're an ignoramus. I ain't no loser. Okay.
Get out of here, you little chicken asses.
Monty Python opened up British comedy in America. Yes, and we've been trying to close that door ever since, and it will not shut.
Oh, man, there's so many great English comedians. English humor is very dry, very good.
And Scott says the funniest of all is LOL. That's Live Out Loud podcast, folks. That's right.
Out loud,
that's exactly.
baby. That's right. I hope. Are you guys having fun? Are you having fun?
Everybody's having fun. They got to be having. They're
Everybody
naming their
having
funny
fun.
people. There's one for you, Gary, who I know you love.
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, Mr. Bean.
Mr.
like-
Bean. I loved Mr. Bean.
There we
Mr.
go.
Bean was great.
Mr.
His
Bean.
movie was great.
Dude, forget that movies. The little skits he did.
Little
He did
skits
one
he
whole
would
skit. It was a 20-minute skit about him trying to get out of a parking garage by beating the arm that goes up and down. And he would do all these things, and the arm would go up, and he'd jump back in his car, and then the arm would come down, and then he would get up a little bit. It was just hilarious, and it was like 20
He's
minutes straight. Nobody could hold your attention like that. He just was brilliant.
Yeah, he did a bit on a sneeze in a church.
Yeah, exactly. Is that when he sneezed into his hand and then he just like tried to rub it something? It was gross. I think there was boogers on that one. Why did you rip off your rear view mirror? What's it behind you? Does not matter. That's
Does not
Father.
matter.
That's Guido Sarducci. Father
Oh,
Guido
okay.
Sarducci from the Saturday Night Live used to say that. What's it behind you? Doesn't matter. All right.
Norman. Oh, that's Norton.
Norton.
You're thinking of Norton, Edie.
Hit it, Ralphie boy. Hit it, Ralphie boy.
They're the Rolly boy. John
Yeah.
Lennon had an interesting, funny, and very amusing twist on reality. John Lennon had a great sense of humor.
I don't think he would have made a good stand-up comedian, though.
No, he wouldn't. That's one thing that he would have lost on. But he was funny, man. He had great voices.
Yeah, he did. But his humor only went so far, and then he started talking about peace and love, and it's like, okay, you lost me. Boy, we got so many people. Ron White is funny.
Yeah.
Ron White, I think, is brilliant. He's really funny. Also known as Tater Tot. Let's see, Gumball Rally. There's the movie. Chepsky messing me up. Yes, Norton. Norton, yes.
Norton.
Yes, Norton. Okay. Well, Gary, I mean, we have blown through time here amazingly.
That's
I
because
hope
these
everybody's having
wonderful
fun
people
with
that
this.
joined us. That's because these wonderful people that joined us. They kept us going. It's
Oh, now
great.
this one I'm going to have to disagree with. This one is this your friend Diane? She says Wanda Sykes. I can't get past the voice. I can't get past the voice. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. That's like if the nanny was a stand-up comedian, I would not be able to put up with it.
Funny music. That's the Benny Hill theme right there.
What do you say we do some curiosities?
It's time for the curiosities, folks.
It is time. Well, let me do my little thingy here. Da, 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 da. I can't find it. Oh my God. You know what? When you lose your thingy, it's not a good thing.
Oh, you hardly ever get your thingy back.
Yeah, whatever happened to all my stuff? It actually, there it is. Okay. Let's do Scott's Curiosities. All right, it's time. It's time now for Scott's Curiosities. These are things that I think about. I love that T-shirt, man.
That's called What the Hell Is That?
No, I love that T-shirt. That's great, man.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
great.
tiny gift.
That's the monkeys, right?
You're a monkey.
I'm a monkey. I'm a monkey. All right, Scott's Curiosities. I have a new thought. I think all lottery tickets should be sold for 99 cents. Instead, most lottery scratch-off lottery tickets are $1. They should be sold for 99 cents, and that way when you get your penny back, you'll have something to scratch your ticket with. I'm just saying. You get the ticket and the tool to scratch it.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
If that's all the money that you have, then you shouldn't be buying lottery tickets.
It is the poor man's tax. It really is. It's an idiot tax. It's idiot tax. You got a better chance of getting struck by lightning naked eating peanut butter on the front lawn.
That's happened to me twice.
Which part? Naked on the front lawn eating peanut butter or getting struck by lightning?
Man, I didn't win the lottery twice, but I got struck by lightning eating peanut butter in my shorts.
All right.
Nice.
Do you notice we only say hello, stranger, to people that we know? When we don't see somebody for a while, hello, stranger, but we never say it to real strangers.
I think that's a sarcastic remark. It's if you haven't seen them for a while, or they haven't called you, or they haven't done anything. So, hey, stranger.
Yeah, but you never address a stranger as stranger. Excuse me, stranger, what time is it? Hello, stranger, what time do you have? Hello, stranger, can you tell me the way to the mall? We never say hello, stranger to people unless we already know who they are.
That's because you're afraid. You don't want to hit somebody. You don't want anybody to hit you.
But conversely, I'll say things like, hi, friend, how are you? To people I don't know. So I guess that does work. If you're in a nudist colony, your glasses are smudged. How do you clean them? When your glasses are smudged, how do you clean your glasses when they're smudged, Gary, right? On what?
On my shirt.
Yeah. So if you're in a nudist colony, your glasses are smudged. What do you do then?
You hear that?
You just walk around with smudgy glasses. Okay. People who use anti-aging cream must have really young-looking fingertips.
Yeah, because that's really the only exercise they get is smooshing that stuff on.
Yeah, so and it's like no matter where you put it on your face, it always starts on your fingertips. So
yeah,
your eyes only get a little bit, and but all of it goes on your fingertips.
All of it, yeah, and it's being rubbed in constantly.
That's why when you commit a crime, it's like these are the fingertips of a child, because it's anti-aging. Never mind. Let's move on.
They put aging, like those. You know how they make a picture of somebody young look older. They do that.
Yeah,
fingertips.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw that on CSI. I don't know what I'm saying now.
No, it's okay.
Work today.
You watch CSI. I have CRS. Can't remember shit. That's what I have. All right. Museums and strip clubs have the same set of rules. You can look at everything you want, just don't touch.
Right.
So they're very similar. Next time you're in a strip club and they say that's wrong, it's same as a museum. All right.
Hey, listen, Paul says the most popular guy in a nudist colony is the one who carries 2 cups of coffee and 6 donuts. Paul, you're on a roll today, buddy. You're on a roll.
But how do you tell a blind guy? How can you tell a blind guy at a nudist colony? It's not hard. All right. All right.
Depends.
That was no, they're not even wearing those.
That's the other joke. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever put a mouth in your?
Hi, Alan. Thanks for staying with us.
I wanted to. Did we lose you somewhere along the line? Was it a little too much? Yeah. Do you ever think about the fork at your favorite restaurant has been in over 10,000 mouths?
No,
the germophobic world that we live in. Next time you're sitting in a really popular restaurant, you're about to sip soup with a spoon that has been in 10,000 different mouths. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
There it is. Just saying.
You do not know where the front of a hamburger is until you take your first bite.
That's true.
There's no way to know where the front of your hamburger is until you take a first bite.
Because you want to eat ass first.
But you can't.
No.
Because once you take that bite, well, then you can flip it around. But I can make all sorts of jokes about that, but that would be inappropriate. And we'll save this for Don Rickles. Peter says, I'll never eat out again. You know what? Just bring your own plastic silverware. I think it's a good idea.
Ass or plastic silverware. That's only been on the floor.
Actually, you can't really call it. Why do I say plastic silverware? It's plasticware. It's not silver.
Okay. It's not. Oh, now you see, you guys are all doing the same thing that we were talking about earlier about comedy. Okay. Now I do. Thanks for destroying going out to eat. I'll never go out to eat again. Blah, blah, blah. Wah, wah, wah. Come on. There's no.
Just look at the bright sides. If it hasn't killed you by now, it probably will not kill you tomorrow.
It's probably keeping you alive.
If an ad for a job says must speak fluent Spanish, why don't they just put the ad in Spanish? That way they'll know that they can. There's always those job ads. Must speak fluent Mandarin. Put the ad in Mandarin. Only people who speak fluent Mandarin will answer it. Don't tease us by writing it in English, then expecting us to know something other than that.
I eat mandarins all the time.
Scott says, I ate dirt as a kid, and I'll eat off and spoon out to eat. We all get calling card one day. Wow.
That's a long one.
As long as you don't say it's like Dylan singing again. All right.
Well, I lost the last two.
Yeah, totally lost it. Okay.
Right.
Every Olympic event, I've got an idea for the Olympics that's going to make the Olympics more exciting than ever. Every Olympic event should have a normal person running alongside the athletes. That way we could really tell how spectacular it is when they do things. Because I'm watching like people running races and I'm like, I could run that fast. But what we need is a normal guy. We need Bob. We need Bob from Walmart to run the race next to Usain Bolt so we get an idea of how fast they're really running.
Bob runs really fast.
Or doing the high jump, where somebody goes, runs up and jumps 8 feet in the air, and we see Bob not being able to clear the
Yeah, Bob jumps under it.
Yeah. So I just think we need that. We need Bob.
We need Bob. We got Bob fans.
How many hands touched the ketchup bottle? Boy, I was really going in on all
there
of this.
There you go. Hey, now that is a very valid point.
I'll do you one worse. When I get the condiments and the ketchup and stuff, if the little bit drips down the side of the bottle, I take my finger, wipe it, and eat it.
Oh, yeah.
How many people have done that on the bottle of ketchup in your restaurant?
Oh, I've never done that. But when I was a kid, we were kind of poor, and we used to have a ketchup drawer. And so one day I ate over at somebody's house and they pulled a bottle of ketchup out of the refrigerator. I went, wow,
this doesn't even
bottle of ketchup. I thought ketchup just came out of the drawer in little packets.
This ain't ketchup. This doesn't have golden arches on it.
How do how many packets did you use to fill that bottle?
Jeez.
All people who thought the ketchup had a ketchup jar knows exactly what I'm saying. That before the hamburger.
People who say maybe, maybe not are being completely redundant. Maybe and maybe not are the exact same thing.
As what?
Maybe means some people say, hey, are you going to do this? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe and maybe not means the exact same thing.
That's right.
Maybe it's a 50-50. Maybe not is a 50-50. Right. So that's like people saying, are you going to do this? You can say no and no. Are you going to do it? Yes and yes. Are you going to do it? Maybe, maybe not. It's the same thing. You don't say it twice.
It is the same thing. That's very smart.
Or for the really fancy people with the pinky in the air while they're saying it, I may or may not participate. Same thing. May and may not. Same thing.
Hi, Debbie. Debbie joined us.
Debbie, hey, there's Debbie. All right.
You got a lot of curiosities today.
2 more.
Okay, I'm ready.
Why is it whenever somebody says to make a long story short, it comes at the end of a very long story?
Wait, so that was fast. Say that again.
All right. Let me slow it down for the studio audience who didn't get in the front row. Why is it that whenever somebody says to make a long story short, it's always after they've already told a long story? Nobody goes
today at work.
So what happened to you today? Well, to make a long story short, I went to work and came home. No, what you got is a guy who goes into a 20-minute deal about how he left the driveway in the morning, and then he goes to make a long story short. But whenever anybody says it, it's always too late. It's always too late. And I want to say it, to make a long story short, too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Okay, we'll see. When it comes out of a drawer, drawer from Yonkers,
Yonkers, baby.
while the rest of it comes from a drawer. Oh, she's making fun of your drawer.
Oh, no,
Did I
that's
say
Rick.
drawer?
That's my brother Rick.
Oh,
Yeah, well, it's a ketchup drawer. And
It's
I
not
want
a-
you to know, Rick, that we have other Yonkers people watching the show right now. So you can't make fun of because we'll find you. And Yonkers people, they're tough. The West Side Boys, baby.
Scott Jonas is taking off. Thanks for joining us. We're actually going to take off in 1 minute. Let me get the last curiosity in here.
It's like 25 Italians saying good night.
What is?
What is, Paul?
That's like 25 Italians saying goodnight. You broke my heart, Fredo. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm not sure. I have no idea. All right. So, let's see. Anyway, the word be. Like
The word be? Yeah.
This is be.
Uh-huh.
Is the E silent or not? I want to know.
No, B. Yeah, the B is silent
No,
because
the B can't be silent because then it would be E. But is the E silent?
yeah, that's
because
what
if
I
you
said. The E is silent.
If you take away the E's, then what is the word?
B.
Right. Put the E's on it. What is the word?
Oh, yeah.
B.
But
And they don't just put one E. Let's put two E's that mean nothing.
that's the American language again. They put two E's on it now you have B, right? B-E-E.
Yeah.
C. How come C to C is not just C? Why is it
Well,
why is it S-E-E instead of C-E-E?
it should be CEE because then you got SEA, which is C like water.
Shouldn't it just be C?
It should just be a C, just like a B should be B. We add.
What about Y? Why doesn't Y? Why does Y have a WH in front of it? Is that silent?
Yeah, really. Because some people want to say, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I would like a glass of Tia.
Tia. Yes.
Tia.
See, I think somebody somewhere, and I blame some guy named Webster for just throwing letters wherever they want for no reason. Silent letters.
Y-I-R-E. You tell me.
Look who just joined us.
Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
I had actually sent her a message.
She's got a gig tonight.
Oh, she does.
How are you joining us now? Depends on how you spell E.
Depends on how you spell E. How else do you spell E?
E.
Well, I don't know. This is why
Peter says it's Francis' fault.
it's French's fault. Yeah.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
I have no idea what I was going to say.
Oh.
I had asked, I just want to tell you, I'd asked Jill if she had free time. I was going to give her a link and she could join us because I'd love to hear about all the stuff she's doing in her bands. Maybe next time. Oh, sometimes why? Maybe next time you can join us, Jill, and just give us a few minutes of your time on the show. We'd love to talk to you about the band scene and everything you're doing out there because you guys are, all you guys, you and Dean and everybody out there who's knocking it dead, you're killing it in the music scene. We love it. All right, Ira says, maybe EE. See, now maybe. We don't need the E on the end of maybe. You got the word may and then a B at the end. Maybe. Why throw another E on there? Whose rules are we following here? Because it's there.
Because it's there. Because that's how it is. And that's what you got to live with. And that's how it is.
That's how it is. That's it. Oh, she's on a break on her gig.
Wow, and you came to join us. How wonderful.
In between songs, she wants to check out Live Out Loud.
We
love you, Joe. Keep rocking, babe. Yeah, and Debbie's kicking in saying Joe rocks. Guys, we've come to the end of the show. Unbelievable.
It was great getting together with some of my PS21 friends. I got to talk to Ira a couple of weeks ago. What a joy, man. What a joy it is to get in touch with one of your best friends, when you're a kid, and you don't talk to them for years, and then finally you. Very cool. It's very cool.
All right.
Very cool.
All right. I want to thank everybody who kicked in
And it's
today.
coming down.
Joined in.
It's moving down.
Inconceivable. Everything is inconceivable. I can't believe my daughter is in Connecticut with us. Love you, Hillary. See you soon. I'm going to be going up there to see my my granddaughter and my soon to arrive grandson. They ordered him on they ordered it on Amazon. Spent a few bucks. It's $7.99 for the shipping though, so he's going to be a little delayed, but he's coming. My grandson. Super show. Great show. Okay,
Great
thank
show.
you guys.
Thank
We
you, everybody,
appreciate
for joining us. Tell everybody else about it. We're going for a record of 50 people. That's for the next show. We want at least 50 people.
We're trying to spread the word and get this out there. So please, any suggestions you have for us, other than the normal suggestion of stop talking and turn the power off. Anything beyond that, we would love to have. We will be back on
May
the 25th, Monday the 25th. We'll be back on the air. Between now and then, tomorrow night I'm on with Lynn, the Lynn and Scott show. On Wednesday, I'm starting a new show with Nicole, Scott and Nicole. We're doing a He Said, She Said show, talking about recovery and addiction and so many other things. So make sure you check us out Wednesday night. I'll be sending out invitations to the show. But we will be on, again, just a reminder, next Monday, but the following Monday, April 25th.
Is it on Live Out Loud podcast channel on Facebook?
What? Yes, it'll be on Live Out Loud. It'll be on all of the shows. We'll connect them to everything.
Okay.
And don't forget. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. Yes, Wednesday Gluppies. Check out what do you guys call yourselves now? You keep changing it.
Fab 3.
The Fab 3. The Threedles just didn't work, huh? It sounds too much like a Monty Python word.
No, we just Fab 3'd it.
How about Monty Python? How about Monty Python fans?
Ira asked when the next gig is. It's the 23rd. We're going to be at Galuppi's with Wolfpack. Ira, when you get down here, we're gonna rock out. You're gonna come see us play. We're gonna sing "Where Can She Be."
So you're gonna be where are you gonna be with Wolfpack? I got Wolfpack up there. Where are you gonna be?
Galuppi's, the 23rd.
All right. So everybody needs to come out for that.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary, I think we've done this show to death, man. We are good to go.
It's a good show. Good show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time. A reminder, please remember, if somebody you know has a problem with alcohol or drugs, mental health, or anything else, tomorrow is not the time to do something about it. Do something about it today. Give us a call. Call Karen at 786-514-0893. Reach out to Gary or myself. Let us help you to help the person that you love so that we don't have to lose any more to this awful, awful illness of addiction and mental health disease. All right. For now, I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
We'll catch you next time right here on Live Out Loud Podcast.
Be nice to people.